Take this with you as documentation. It's fake, but it's a good fake. It'll hold up to inspection.
It's registered to Mogulu's menagerie?
Oh? Was that not the name you gave to the guard at the gate?
I can see you're a group to be reckoned with.
Report back here once you're finished. However, be aware that should you fail...
Then this conversation never took place. Got it. I'll cause you no trouble.
I appreciate your understanding. You're welcome to stay the night, free of charge. Forget about work until the morning comes. Right. You're missing Captain Eifried. The captain has done much toward our viability. I promise that I'll share anything I hear about him for no charge.
Thanks. All we know is there was a pendulum on the ground at the last place he was seen. And that Legate Melchior is connected to the captain's disappearance. How? We don't know.
Sounds like you've got problems of your own. Do you really have time to take on ours as well?
I could ask you why you've tied yourself up with Velvet.
Me? I've got a debt to repay. Without her, there's no way I'd have ever found my blade again.
A demon repaying a debt? Ridiculous.
As ridiculous as a pirate Moloch, you think? No matter how you look at it, there's nothing reasonable about our rogue existence. And in this brave new world governed by reason, a rogue can either rage and become a monster like me,
or band together with others. Like a ship full of pirates, perhaps.
Exactly. I admire Velvet's courage, squaring off against the whole world on her own. If you can accomplish that, it takes strength. Real strength. And I'm curious where it comes from.
So you're doing it for yourself after all?
Is that so wrong?
No. I'm the same. I need allies on my side, with the strength and courage to combat this so-called order imposed by the Abbey. But anyone who's willing to put up with the creed folly of Eifried's pirates has to be an even bigger fool than we are. So I'm like you. I want to know how deep her foolishness goes.
She'd kill you if she heard that, you know.
It's a compliment. Fools that big aren't born every day.
Aha. And I imagine your dear Captain Eifried's much the same.
Aye. That man flies his full flag proudly.
The shepherd Artorius, He's got the populace eating from the palm of his hand. I wonder... Just how deeply will the fangs of our would-be tragic heroine scar this broken world of ours? I've got a traitor to find, but in the meantime, this should be a good show.
Destroying red crates in a warehouse? Doesn't sound very nice.
Have we ever been nice?
I suppose not.
This is a contract job, so let's keep costs down. I'll call the Von Eltia and have her draw the guards away.
If you would.
What will we be destroying?
Who knows? That's hardly our concern.
kind face for such a hard woman.
She knew about me and our cover. She's got ears everywhere.
And that's not all. She called the papers fake, but they're not.
So she's got spies working on the inside, too.
I heard that her predecessor, Baskerville, was a monument against authority. To think he was executed.
They've lost their leader, but remain unconquered. Not an organization to trifle with.
That's how they have to be to take on the Abbey. We'd better succeed on our missions, and not just to get the information we need.
Yeah. Besides, I'd like to get another of those drinks, too.
You're a man of taste. That place always has the best.
You'd better work hard too, if you want more Mabo curry.
I will.
That ceremony was simply fantastic. Lord Artorias' speech was brilliant, of course, but Prince Percival was really something too. He raises up Artorias to help the country and its people, then willingly steps down. Now that's what I call a king.
You think so? Well, to me, he just looks like a wimp.
He may look that way, but he has a great inner strength. He's excelled as a scholar and a leader since he was young. His only hobby is falconry, but sadly I hear he hasn't had the time for it lately.
You seem like a big supporter of his.
Well, he's got 2 younger brothers, but just between you and me, they're dolts. Worse, they hang with a bad crowd. If anything were to happen to Prince Percival, the future of Midgand would be bleak.
I see. So everyone's hopes are riding on him, then.
Which means Midgand's vulnerable without him.
He may be the shepherd now, but no one knows who he was before the Advent, or what he did.
No, they don't.
But he showed up one day with a mallet in tow, routed the demons, and formed a band of skilled young exorcists.
That sounds pretty suspicious.
Right? But the kingdom readily acknowledged his abilities and his conviction, and threw its full support behind him.
Maybe he plans on usurping power for himself.
Not likely. He's worked tirelessly to rebuild the church and state, and shore up the royal family's position.
Lining his pockets from the state coffers, then.
Not the slightest chance. Rather, he's got all the other higher-ups worried he's working himself to death.
Then what's he after?
Maybe there is no ulterior motive. Maybe he is our shepherd. Whatever the case, if he hadn't shown up when he did 3 years ago, Midgand would be a smoking ruin.
Greetings, Magilou's menagerie. You've come to exactly the right place.
You must be a Bloodwing. What do you want?
You already know about the Code Red demons, right?
The really strong demons the Abbey wants gone? Yeah.
Would you ever consider hunting them down for us? We'll reward you properly.
Reward? Why pay us when the Abbey would do it for free?
It's complicated. The Abbey is calculating in their deployments, especially where Code Red demons are concerned.
I get it. They'll only act if they determine the demon would cause more harm than the losses they'd incur in battling it. That does seem logical.
But sometimes people have lost a loved one to such a demon. Or sometimes they have a connection to the person the demon used to be. Wherever there's a Code Red demon, you can bet there are people willing to pay good money to have it killed.
And let me guess, that's where the Bloodwings come in.
Exactly. There are Bloodwings all throughout Midgand who have information on these Code Red demons. If you defeat a demon and report back to my comrades, they'll make sure you're well compensated.
All right, I understand. But I won't make any promises.
That's fine. No sense in drawing up a contract when the hunter probably won't survive anyway. If you get results, let us know. We'll hold up our end. That being said, I'd feel guilty if I didn't help out at least a little, so here, take this.
Those Bloodwings are definitely a rough crowd.
To be fair, things are never that straightforward when you're dealing with demons.
All that matters is that there's something in it for us if we hunt those Code Red demons. The only thing better than fighting formidable foes is getting paid for it.
Just remember that these Code Red demons are tough enough to make the Abbey shiver. We'd be wise not to underestimate them.
We should talk to those Bloodwings before considering any of the marks. They might have information that will help us prepare.
Yeah, and we better remember to upgrade our equipment.
Right.
Hey, Laphicet.
What is it, Rokuro?
Mabo curry.
Huh? Oh.
You're an interesting one. You like Mabo curry that much, huh?
It smells good. And it's creamy and kind of spicy. Eating it made me feel nice.
I'd say you love it then. Do all Malakim have such an appetite?
Each has their own tastes. Some eat a lot, some eat a little. Just like humans or demons.
What do you like, Aizen?
Drinks, I suppose.
What else?
Pretty much just drinks.
Don't you like anything else?
Is it a problem if I don't?
No. I'm just wondering.
For me, it's drinks and candied sweet potatoes.
That's where you boil strips of sweet potato in oil and then coat them in sugar, right?
Yeah, I never get tired of them.
So you like to drink, but you've also got a sweet tooth?
Yeah. Is that so strange?
No.
Candied sweet potatoes. Sounds good.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a sign that you're alive, remember?
Right.
Have you heard? The Abbey is building a new base. I hear it's a huge temple in the middle of some mountains near a site of ancient ruins. If they've got time to build a temple, they should use it to kill more demons instead.
You sure you want to talk like that here?
Ha! I'm different from all those losers who swoon over the shepherd's pretty words and ignore reality. No one's found a way to cure demon blight yet, and demons are still swarming everywhere. Sure, maybe things are not as bad as they could have been. But we still have no idea what's going to happen next. Think about it. Demons could be infiltrating the city as we speak, and we'd be none the wiser.
Yep, you're completely right. All right, the guards are gone. Let's move in.
Benwick and the crew did a fine job.
Red crates. These must be our targets. The seal of Midgand Cathedral?
Should we look inside?
There's no need. Burn them, Laphicet.
Okay.
We're done here. Let's go.
That storm cost too much time. I must report to Lord Artorias as soon as possible. It's you!
Oh hey, the crybaby.
Eleanor Hume, Exorcist Praetor! Fight for me! You won't get away this time!
Killing Flash! But I'm this close! I want this! Form Zero!
Willing to fight without your Malakim?
No! You set the storehouse ablaze?
people have worked so hard to withstand this time of crisis. How can you destroy what they have so painstakingly built?
Because I'm not human.
You'll pay for this, you demon!
More Malachim up her sleeves.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor! Come and face me now, demon!
He's adorable.
Am I? I found you at last! That voice! Bienfu, you traitor! You'll never leave my clutches again! Mother! No!
What are you doing? Get out there and fight!
Hey, look! Is that smoke? It is! Fire!
The fire has spread enough. Let's get going.
You're coming with us.
Let me go! Witch nippers!
Madam Exorcist! What happened? Oh, you're badly hurt.
I can wait. Gather the people and put out that fire.
Yes, madam.
Tell me, do you know what was being kept in that warehouse?
Mostly nectar, I believe. Vast stores of the medicine provided by High Priest Gideon to be distributed to doctors across the land.
Medicine given by the church. Why would anybody destroy it?
Whew. Looks like we're in the clear.
Misfortune and anguish! I had that little turncoat right in front of me! Well, at least now I know where to find him!
That weird little Moloch was the one you were looking for?
The very same, the Moloch Bienfu! A creature of unfathomable wickedness and beguiling cuteness who broke the heart of this wretched maiden! Once I finally catch him, who knows what I'll be capable of?
Not sure I get it.
Me neither.
Good. Pray that you never do. Let's go back and report our success.
What's the deal with you and that exorcist Eleanor?
She had tears in her eyes when we first saw her at Northgand. Velvet poked fun at her, calling her the crybaby exorcist.
Why would an exorcist cry?
Sacrificing the individual for the good of the many is part of Artorias' philosophy. She seemed troubled by that. She's naive.
That she can still carry on shows just how strong she is. It looks like they don't hand out the rank of praetor to just anyone. Just stay sharp around her. That's all.
By the way, is that Bienfu character that Magilou was after really a Moloch?
He may look strange, but yes, he's still a Moloch.
That means Magilou is an exorcist. Why does she call herself a witch then?
If she got locked up in that prison, she must have been kicked out of the Abbey.
Or she could be a fraud.
Yeah. Even if she wasn't an exorcist, she could still perform some tricks with a Moloch like that.
I will protect you, Madam Eleanor. Face me now, demon.
Right? Was that laughter?
I'm sorry.
Why apologize? Bienfu is funny, right?
Right.
Then if you want to laugh, laugh!
If you think that's funny, you should give it a try for yourself. Say,
Hi, I'm Laffyset.
All right. Hi, I'm Laffyset.
Knock it off!
what's the problem?
People are staring. Don't attract attention.
I'm sorry.
She's so uptight. Let's try it together later, Laffyset.
All right.
Well, we've learned one thing coming to the capital. The Abbey and Shepherd Artorias have expanded their power immensely.
They might as well be the Empire now. They have the undying support of the populace.
The Shepherd, savior of humanity.
I wonder what he meant by the blessings of the Empyrean Enominat.
That's what they call the gods they worship in church, right? The Empyreans? He promised a lot in that speech. But can he really command such a power?
I have no idea. Not even we Malachim know of them beyond the stories and legends. He called Inominat the Fifth Empyrean. There should only be four, one ruling each element.
Is he talking about a new Empyrean?
Have you heard anything Laffy said?
Sorry. I don't know anything about this.
It doesn't matter. We should be careful about taking his words at face value. The man is no saint. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his aims. But there's no way he could have a god at his beck and call.
Don't underestimate the Abbey.
Trust me, I'm not. That's why I'm using the Shadow Guild to help us hunt them down, and to make sure that I kill him.
Trouble at the docks, was there? Well, so long as the job was done. Good luck. I look forward to hearing your report.
A scholar missing on the road to Gallus Lake.
Strange request.
If they know where he vanished, why don't they just look for him there?
Exactly. And what's so illegal about a missing persons case that you gotta go to the underworld?
I can think of a few possibilities, but our job isn't to ask questions.
Hey, that noisy demon looks pretty strong. Think it might be one of those Code Red demons?
Doesn't matter to me. I'd rather not waste my time fighting it if I don't need to.
I don't see it as a waste of time. Look, the Abbey only has a handful of exorcists strong enough to take something like this down, right?
Probably. I'd say praetors like Lady Teresa and the legates could probably take it on.
And those guys are all your enemies, right?
I see where you're going with this. The Abbey is strong, both in its individual members and as an organization.
And if we're to close the gap between us and them, we need to fight strong opponents like this demon.
That's what I would do. But you're free to make your own decision.
All right, I'll concede the point.
But we should determine just how strong it is first. I don't want us to bite off more than we can chew.
That goes without saying. I'd rather not get myself killed due to inadequate preparation.
You don't have to worry that much. If you want to go fight, I'll help keep you safe myself. I promise.
I don't recall asking for your protection.
You don't need to.
goes there?
What on earth are guards doing here?
Watch out! They've got molecules! They're no ordinary cell swords.
Sheesh. What do you suppose they were guarding?
A little lost lamb, perhaps.
You think they're holding Mendy captive?
Is there someone here named Mendy? We've come to help.
Oh, thank goodness. I can finally go home.
So they were keeping you prisoner.
They made you mine vermilion ore?
Yes, I discovered a method of refining it, and it cost me dearly.
What's vermilion ore?
A rare stone made of concentrated nutrients. It can be used in medicine, but it's also poisonous.
Correct.
So you were making medicine?
Yes. They were forcing me to make a nutritional substance called nectar.
Isn't vermilion ore supposed to be highly addictive?
I told them that. But what choice did I have?
Whatever. Our task is complete. Can you get back to Logres on your own?
I can. I'm terribly sorry.
Why apologize to me?
We've done what we came for. Let's get back to the old lady.
I hear Mendy made it back safe. That takes care of that problem. Keep up the good work.
So, somebody means to ambush the Royal Medical Society on the Danan Highway.
The Royal Medical Society is a group of doctors that travel around healing the sick.
They're funded by donations given by ordinary folk.
Why would anyone attack them?
Don't ask me. Some people are just twisted.
And why would an underworld group defend them?
Who knows? Something to do with the attackers, perhaps?
Get out of our way! That's there! That's our food! Give it up! It's ours! We're wide open!
So the attackers were demons. I guess that's why they needed us to stop the attack.
The doctors?
Looks like they ran off. It appears they were after this stuff.
Medicine with the cathedral seal.
That scarf, did that belong to the attackers?
Yeah, all three were wearing them. Does it mean something?
They were just demons. Aggressive ones who attacked the innocent.
We finished all the jobs. Let's get back to the old lady's tavern. You sure do like that Mabo curry.
Do I?
Don't ask me.
You didn't think it was tasty, Velvet?
Couldn't tell you.
Huh?
Food doesn't hold any flavor for her. According to Velvet, she can never feel sated, and the only thing she can taste is blood.
Oh, I see.
What's the matter? You're gloomier than usual.
Am I actually useful?
Huh?
You can cut down any enemy, and Eisen can beat them up. Velvet is strong and can eat anything. But I'm not good at fighting, and apparently I'm always gloomy.
Is that what's bothering you?
In a fight, offense alone isn't everything. Hurting your foes means nothing if you don't live to tell the tale afterwards. Your healing arts are what let us always fight at our best.
He's right. Compared to dead weight like Magilu, you're plenty helpful out there.
Only compared to Magilu?
I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying she never helped at all.
You're not going to grow overnight. Be patient. You've only just been set free. That you've even managed to keep up with us this far is a feat in and of itself. Strength comes by continually improving your mind and body. Keep your spirits up and keep working at it. And you'll get there before you know it.
I will?
The drive to improve is what's important.
Right.
By the way, those folks we just passed were talking about us.
What were they saying?
They were warning each other to be careful, talking about the demons that burned down Helives and destroyed the Seagate Fortress being near the capital.
Considering how bold we've been, everyone's still fairly calm about it.
We'll be famous soon enough once we kill the world's savior.
Sounds like that could get fun.
Fun? Why?
The people trying to capture us will put prices on our heads and put up wanted posters everywhere. Depending on who draws the likenesses, each portrait can look completely different. You know what I'm talking about, right, Eisen?
Aye. I've seen dozens of pictures of myself. Some make me a monster, others make me a handsome youth. It's fascinating, really.
I hope I get a poster soon.
Then do your best to really stir things up.
Right. I'll stir everything up good.
Welcome back. That must have been hard work. How does marble curry sound to you? I also have our specialty peach pie on hand.
We had a deal. Spill it.
Shepherd Artorias has gone north, up the Danan Highway, at the Abbey's newest temple, the Empyrean's throne. He is expected to be there for a while.
Are they relocating there?
In a sense, yes. They're holding a ritual to move the seat of the Empyrean in Nominat.
Nominat. In other words, the Abbey's new god.
It is a very serious affair, so I imagine Melchior will be there along with the other high exorcists.
Suits us fine.
I might even find him there.
That will do. Somewhere in there we'll find a chance to strike.
Perhaps, but be aware that security near the throne is on high alert.
We'll manage to get through.
No, you won't. You may be able to fool the guards, but there's no tricking the barrier they've put up. They've used arts to erect a giant wall, keeping outsiders away.
But they have to get through themselves. That implies some sort of key, right?
Yes. In fact, one of our people is looking into that as we speak. However, I'm afraid...
It'll cost us.
You learn quickly. And here's the bill.
Okay, now we're really not being nice.
Consider it done.
Aren't you going to ask why you have to kill a high priest?
I imagine it's because he's the one controlling the nectar supply. The church is the sole producer and distributor of a highly addictive substance. They rake in huge profits, while the common man, along with your people, suffer for it. Does that cover it?
You noticed your tasks were related.
That was the real test, wasn't it?
And you passed. No matter how skilled you are, you have to know more than how to swing a sword to earn my trust.
Don't misunderstand my intentions. I'm willing to do anything, if it brings me to Artorias. I ditched my scabbard long ago.
I see. So you are the embodiment of a bare blade. A more formal introduction is in order. I am Tabitha Baskerville, leader of the Bloodwing Butterflies.
I'm Velvet. Tell me about the High Priest.
Each evening, he prays for protection from calamity at the royal villa on the Castle Logris grounds. Tradition holds that the High Priest should be alone for the prayer. That would seem the best time to strike.
How do we get into the villa?
Carry this insignia with you, and allies of the Bloodwings will offer you their aid.
We'll hold up our end. Just find out about that key.
Velvet? Are you okay?
It's nothing.
But you seem...
I said it's nothing!
Sneaking into the castle will be an all-night job. Let's take this time to get everything ready and then rest at the tavern.
Yeah.
High Priest Gideon will be alone at night. Rest up, and talk to the tavern keep when you're ready.
The Shadow Guild.
Operates this tavern. It's been that way for generations.
The red scarf is a symbol of the Bloodwing Butterflies?
Aye, you seem to know a lot. Show that insignia to a person in a red scarf, and they'll help you out.
If nectar made from vermilion ore is so bad for your health that it was banned, why are they making it?
They make it because it was banned.
Huh?
Just because the powers that be say a rule is for the greater good, it doesn't mean that everyone will see eye to eye with them. If Tabitha's Mabo curry was outlawed, would you really be able to never eat it again?
I wouldn't like it, but if it's against the rules...
Well, you'll get hungry no matter what. People want what they want.
But anything forbidden is bound to be rare. And when things are rare, they become expensive.
So that's why people make it.
The world isn't a simple place. There's an underside to everything.
An underside?
Contract killers, secret weapons dealers, loan sharks that charge outrageous interest, pirates like me, the folks who offered us mooring for information, and the guild at Helives are all part of it.
As are the people who dye chicks blue to sell them at a higher price. and the people who bet on alleyway bug fights. And they'll come to you with a smile, so you can't let your guard down if you want to stay safe.
What sorts of bugs do they make fight?
That's the part that got your attention?
We know for a fact that Captain Eyfried was on the prison island for a period of time. And it's true that Melchior took him away. However, I'm afraid that is where the trail grows cold.
In any case, we can be sure that the Abbey has him captive.
But what could they possibly want with him? If their aim is merely to fight piracy, they'd publicly execute him, or try to lure you out, would they not?
And yet they've done neither. Total silence.
I wonder... Could it be they want to get their hands on the relics some say Eyfried brought back from the far continent?
The relic from across the sea? Have rumors of that strange thing been going around? It's possible. There was a certain relic that the captain was curiously taken with. Kept it safe.
What was it?
That's our business. I'll speak no more of it. But if that's truly what they're after, I highly doubt the villa is where they're keeping him locked up. That's not where they keep their torture implements.
Quite true. At any rate, I thank you for sharing what secrets you could.
I wish you the best of luck on your search for more information.
More.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
But I'm hungry. I'm so hungry.
If survival is at stake, an elder sister eating her brother before he inexorably wastes away is not outside the bounds of reason. You needn't hold back, Velvet. Eat, Laphicet.
No! No!
The hell with you! You and your disgusting words!
What? Why?
You were shouting.
Be more careful around me! You know full well I'm a demon!
I'm sorry.
Damn!
Awake or asleep, it's all one long nightmare. Smashing objects together is destruction. Smashing feelings together is life. But objects, tools, so much easier to abuse and toss aside.
What does that mean?
It means break time is over. Time to get to work, sweetie. Good thing I showed up in time.
Don't tell me you're coming too.
Sojourn alongside the gloomy demon lady, and the exorcist controlling Bienfu is sure to appear. I told my own fortune, and there it was.
Do your fortunes actually hold water?
I've been in the castle before, you know. How useful to have Magilu along, they said in the future.
Get in my way, and I'll give you the boot.
It's the Viper's Nest. They're always watching.
Yes, but therein lie shadows, too. Let's look for someone with a red scarf.
Let's see your papers. Checks out. This tunnel over here connects to the castle. It should put you inside the villa.
Watch your step, boy. There are giant crocodiles in those waters.
Crocodiles?
A croc's favorite meal is witches.
All right, onward and inward. Everyone but Magilu, tread carefully.
Some assassin's crew we are.
The Bloodwings are a serious organization. I'm impressed that they know about this entrance.
And they have agents on the inside to facilitate this little operation, too.
They must have branches working all over the Empire. They've probably even figured out how to get cats and dogs working for them.
Here's a juicy morsel about them. They make sure even their corpses go to good use.
They what?
Long ago, one of their agents stole into the castle. When the guards discovered him, they chased him to this very passage. He dove into the water to escape, and then... crunch! Ah! A crocodile devoured him in one massive bite. All that remained was his arm, bobbing to the surface. From this, 2 important facts were learned.
What were they?
First, they learned of the existence of this passage. Second, they could serve crocodile meat in town. Crocodile meat rubbed with human blood becomes tender and succulent, perfect for Mabo curry.
Then I ate...
If it's so tasty, I'll have to try it. Rubbed with the blood of a lying witch.
That would hit the spot, I think.
And it wouldn't even affect our combat strength.
Hey, the kid's a wreck. It was just a joke to help calm him down.
It was a joke?
Yeah, I totally made up that part about the crocodile. Mabo curry is actually made from man-eating catfish who...
Let's keep moving.
Right.
I'll get you for this, witch killers!
Hey, look! The water level dropped.
You don't think there are any alligators down there, do you?
They're supposed to be protecting the people from demons, but there are demons right under their noses.
Abbey security is certainly lacking here. The whole point of building those massive walls around the city is to keep people safe inside.
But if there's a demon outbreak on the inside, those same walls will make it harder for everyone to escape.
The palace covers a lot of ground, so there are tons of hiding places. It wouldn't be hard for a demon to slip in through the waterway.
I'm sure the Abbey is aware of that. Perhaps it's a trap made to lure intruders in.
What? They lure demons in and then ignore them? Something doesn't add up.
I know, right?
We need to get through here while it's still nighttime.
The perfect place for prognostication. Eeny, teeny, spiny crow. Which way shall we go?
Moggy-Loo.
Oh, verily the icy glare of death. Boy, which way do you think is best?
There must be a way up somewhere. Let's find it.
Why so glum, Velvet? The thought of killing a man weighing heavy even on your own damaged conscience?
Not especially. But I wonder how you remain so flippant about it.
Hey, I'm not here to murder anyone. I'm just tagging along in search of my traitor.
Do we have to kill him? Can't we just make him stop this nectar business?
I don't think he'd listen to us.
Huh?
Word in the taverns is that this high priest is a real shady character. The Abbey and their religion are popular now, but 3 years ago, no one had heard of them. High Priest Gideon was the one who led the church through those dark days.
But once Malachim became visible to the general public, and they learned how effective Moloch arts were against demons, that all changed.
Humans are such fools, only believing what they can see with their own eyes.
And once the church had attained popular support, a nasty power struggle swept through the ranks. Many vied for the mantle of high priest. Charlatans, power-hungry converts, but they all faded away.
They left the church?
No, they all met their maker. Some from disease, others from accidents. And in the end, Gideon became high priest.
He may be the head of the church, but the people clamor for Shepherd Artorius. That's gotta sting.
Either way, if we're to face him, he might have some tricks up his sleeve. We'll need to keep our eyes open.
It doesn't matter who he is. We just do our job.
This recipe.
All right.
Show him how...
A library? This is unexpected.
Wow!
Oh, Oh, well, isn't this a rare collection of tomes? You royals sure have coffers to burn.
Oh, books in the ancient tongue.
Can you read it?
Well, no, but I just...
This has nothing to do with our job.
Huh?
If you want it, just take it. Don't pretend to be noble. You're consorting with demons.
Good grief, Velvet. You can't lighten up for once in your life?
Lighten up? Did you forget we're here to kill someone?
You really want that ratty old thing? There's gotta be way pricier ones.
So Magulu, which way to the worship hall?
Which way indeed?
I asked you a question.
I told you I've been here before, but I never said I was an expert.
And I said we'd dump you if you started to annoy me.
Dump me? Then you'll need to look for a trash can first.
I'm the fool for even trying to hold a conversation with you.
That's the spirit. Loosen up those shoulders, and the way forward ought to make itself plain.
Feeling nervous, Laphicet?
A bit.
I can teach you a spell that will help.
Like that eeny-teeny spiny crow thing?
No, that was divination to draw back the veil of fate. This spell is a bit of magic that will improve your fortune. Here is what you must chant. Magikazam! See? It totally works.
I'm not sure. What did the spell do?
It's a pointless charm to dispel a pointless worry.
If it's pointless, why even perform it?
Because humans are creatures that find themselves burdened unknowingly by pointless things. In any case, chant after me. Are you ready?
All right.
Magikazam!
Magikazam.
I can't hear you! Try again! Magikazam!
Magikazam.
Once again, with feeling! Magikazam-azam!
Magikazamazam!
Again!
Magikazamazam!
Is that all you've got?
Magikazamazam!
Shh, keep it down. We're trying to sneak in, remember?
What?
Just an old gag.
Shut up!
Ow, what was that for? I was only easing the boy's nerves.
We have more important things to worry about.
Demons and Malachim are such stiffs.
Magikazam.
Huh?
Did that help?
And now the boy consoles me. Well, that was pointless.
Are you Gideon?
I am in prayer at the moment. Who are you?
I asked you first.
Such ill manners. But what else could I expect of a demon?
Stop right there!
Another accurate augury.
An ambush.
Is this more of your Reaper's curse? Or do you think the old lady sold us out?
You figured it out, didn't you? That he's running the Nectar operation.
Indeed. I followed up on each of the incidents you caused, and the trail led me all the way to the High Priest Gideon.
Yet you still defend him?
The punishment he deserves is for the Abbey to administer.
Punishment? How dare you! Do you realize how much I've done for the good of the Abbey?
Make her nice and desperate, Velvet. I just know the result will be something wonderful.
Stay out of this, witch. Stand aside. I'll take care of this right here, right.
Killing flash! When I'm this close, I will miss! Form zero!
Madam Eleanor!
Damn, reinforcements.
They have the advantage at range.
Crush her head.
Leave Madame Eleanor alone, you fiend!
There you are, Bien Phu. Did you think you could run from your true mistress?
Miss Maki-Lou?
I'm putting you back where you belong. You, descendant of the Seventh Grove, see our vows renewed. May our prayers of discontent vanish infinitesimal into the void. Remember this true name I bestow unto you, Fushi Cass! Oh, now it is on!
That power. Are you an exorcist?
Wrong. I am a witch, for whom the universe is a plaything, and the souls of men but motes. Oh, but if it's a name you need, call me Miss Maki-Lou.
A human consorting with demons? Have you no shame, girl?
You owe us, Margaret.
Oh, I'm nothing like Rotaro. I forget my debts so fast.
Then pay us back right here.
Always invest responsibly, children.
Stand aside.
Wait! All I did for the sake of the Abbey. We needed money to build the temple. That's why I sold the nectar. I know I was wrong to produce so much of it, but I was only trying to help the people as best I could. Let's talk this over. Who ordered you here? Was it the sick? Was it the doctors? Or... No. Was it Artorias? I knew it! Damn his eyes! So he wants to wipe me out of existence, does he? That bastard! After all the work I did for him! No!
Velvet?
That false savior will pay! You won't be rid of me so easily!
You can't die now! You think you could read books when you're dead?
Don't you die either, Velvet.
Priesty's getting away.
He won't. I'll hunt him down. So, not even the High Priest is immune to demon blight.
I guess he hit his limit.
What was that? What is that?
The demon returned to human form? And what is that beast?
There's a barrier here.
So what? The Abbey is holding this thing captive?
This barrier. I know it well.
It seems our errand has met with success. At least technically speaking.
Right. Let's get out of here.
What did you do to the High Priest? What is this demon?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Do not mock me!
You are the mockery. What do you hope to do to me without your exorcist powers?
Who are you? Who are you people?
That was some night, though.
Stay sharp. Dawn hasn't come yet.
Stealing a Moloch from an exorcist. How did you pull that one off, Magilu?
Bienfu was my Moloch to begin with. Then he betrayed me and ran away from his rightful home.
Miss Magilu treats Malachim so bad. I couldn't take it anymore. After a little while, I ran into Madame Eleanor. She was so much nicer to me.
I see. Now, just how am I going to punish you for that little slander on my character?
The bad days are here again.
You're an exorcist, then.
I'm a witch, silly. Bienfu here is the catalyst thingy for my magic.
But only exorcists can form a pact with Malachim.
Oh yeah? Says who? Someone who likes making dumb rules?
Enough, Velvet. Questioning her is a good way to go mad.
You did the job well, it seems.
You heard quickly.
That's about all I'm good for. And with these old ears, sometimes it's hard to hear it all.
And did you learn anything about the key for passing through the barrier?
Yes. Only the high-ranking exorcists can enter through the barrier protecting Artorias and his temple. Exorcists are considered high-ranking if they are accompanied by at least 4 greater Malachim.
So if we had 4 powerful Malachim with us, we could slip through.
But Malachim outside the Abbey's control are rare. They thought this through.
Well, I may not look it, but I'm a greater Moloch.
Aizen, Laphicet, and Bienfu. So we just need one more.
We'll have to steal it then.
So I have to come too? Sounds like a pain.
Then stay. We don't need you. We'll keep Bienfu, though.
You have no courtesy. How about, it would be an honor, Madame Magilou? More like that.
Would you come if we asked? To attack the shepherd?
Depends on how you ask. A battle between shepherd and demon sounds like a real fine spectacle.
I'm afraid this is just how Miss Magilou is.
Miss Magilou, I would like it if you came with us. Please.
Laphicet.
Well, what choice does that leave me? I suppose I could tag along a little while longer.
You can count on me.
Melchior will be there. You and I still share the same goal.
Our business is done. You can have this back.
Keep it, dear. As long as you have that, we will count you as an ally worthy of aid.
Allies of the ones trying to kill the Savior? You might regret that.
Such a considerate young lady. Listen, dear, all of us live on the fringes of their so-called reason, do we not?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Velvet, wait.
My.
I can't blame him. It's been a long night.
Some aid for your allies?
Of course. Right away.
You're finally up.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Getting sleepy or hungry is a natural part of life. I won't eat you.
What about your wounds? Feeling pain? That's also natural, right?
I'm fine. It was nothing.
You're really tough, aren't you, Velvet?
You have to be tough, if what you seek is revenge.
Revenge?
We're leaving. Rokuro and the others are waiting at the plaza.
What joy to face a clear, refreshing morning! Especially after a long night of meting punishment on my heartless betrayer.
My poor, battered body.
You better not kill our key.
You're one to talk. Better not eat the boy. He's your precious key now.
I know.
Huh?
You're facing the Shepherd and an Empyrean. Old Shepsy's one thing, but Empyreans are, you know, just gods who created the world. You think you can win just by smacking it around a bit?
That's no Empyrean. It's a phony. Artorias is just using a legend to control the people. Wouldn't a true god be able to do something about the demon blight?
You don't believe in Innominat?
I believe there exists something people call Innominat. But it's just a Moloch that used a special art to bring the other Molochim into our world.
You sound confident.
I witnessed it 3 years ago.
Well, if it's not actually a god we're against, we just might stand a chance.
Of course we do. And ultimately, our target is Artorias. I don't care about anything else.
Revenge against Artorias. For her brother.
All right, Laphicet. Which way is the Empyrean's throne?
It was north of Logres, in the mountains up the Danan Highway.
If exorcists are keeping up their inspections, they might provide us a chance to steal another Moloch.
I sent my men to Silfjay with orders to scout out the inspectors. With their information, we'll be able to plan the attack.
We can meet up at Port Zexen.
That's the plan.
Those Silfjays are handy little birds, aren't they?
Not only will they always find their destination, they can make for emergency rations in a pinch. I hear grilled Silfjay goes rather well with a nice glass of the hard stuff.
It's because of the work those birds do for us that we're able to stay one step ahead of the Abbey. Those birds are indispensable to us pirates, and we consider them a part of our crew. Don't even joke about eating them.
All right. Still, I wonder how they actually do their thing. I know that carrier pigeons rely on their homing instincts, but Silfjays can locate a person wherever they are, right?
They're really smart birds. I read in a book that rather than memorizing locations, they can pick up on people's wavelengths. When you send out a Silfjay, the bird can sense the change in your thoughts, and will seek out the recipient you have in mind.
I hardly ever see them in the wild. Are they a kind of Moloch or something?
No, they're not Molochim. They're just an incredibly rare species native to an island in the north. It's a funny story. A chance storm sent us docking at that island, and a mother Silfjay got blown onto our ship, eggs, nest, and all. Sadly, the mother bird died almost immediately. But Benwick stepped in and kept her eggs safe and warm.
So that's why they're so attached to him. Usually, they're really hard to train as messenger birds, too.
That's Benwick for you. He's always had a knack for things that would give other people trouble.
Maybe when they hatched, they took one look at his wild hair and mistook him for their mother.
You know what? They are comfortable enough with him to use his head for their nest. So you might have a point. Now that you mention it, he did ask me not to hit him on the head, because one of the Silfjays just laid her eggs.
Well, if more birds are on the way, we could just eat one to see how it tastes.
No! Don't even think about it!
It was worth a try.
Hello again! I'm Bienfu, a Moloch! Nice to meet you all! Just so you know, I'm a greater Moloch. You're a greater Moloch too, Laphicet! I'm sure we'll get along great! I'm... classified as a greater Moloch?
That should be no surprise. You've got a lot of power, despite your appearance. You're a greater Moloch too, aren't you, Eisen?
So I've been told, but I can't say I care for measures made by folks who tether my kind.
I didn't know that's what it was.
I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. Just promise me you won't judge your own value from a label given to you by others.
I won't. I promise. What if that's all that gives me self-worth?
They're pirates and demons. Pay them no heed. To me, you are the greatest of all.
The greatest? Do you really mean it? Oh, Miss Magilou, you're so kind! You've changed so much since I left.
But you haven't changed at all. You are eternally my greatest servant.
Oh, I don't want to be the greatest then! Oh, this is bad.
And our roster of the oblivious grows longer.
I
I hear the High Priest was injured and will be recuperating somewhere for the near future. The church is saying he was cleaning his villa when something fell off a shelf and hit him. But there's also rumors that thieves snuck into the palace and attacked him. If that's true, who could have done it? He's always been there for the people, and everyone looks up to him.
What a terrible rumor.
Indeed. I want to believe it's just that, a rumor, but it's got the children all frightened.
I'm not scared at all! Liar! Sis saw you crying! I'm the one who's not scared at all! If any bad guys show up, I'll handle them!
Ooh, scary. I'm sure bad guys won't come near you.
Something fell off a shelf? Nice. They're doing a really good job of covering this up.
If it got out that the High Priest was murdered, and in the castle of all places, the people would lose faith in the government.
Hey, I remember you. I'd never forget someone dressed as weird as you guys. You're those traveling misfits. The ones who did that dove act in Logres. Mad Lou's Menagerie, right?
It's Moggy Lou's Menagerie. Get it right or pay the price. So, you saw us in Logres?
That's right. I was there on Port Zexon business. I really looked forward to seeing you perform, but it never happened. But today's my lucky day. How about performing here in Port Zexon tomorrow? I want to see that sullen girl go cool again. It was hilarious. And that magician's dove trick, too.
Sure, but I'll have you know we don't come cheap.
Oh, I've got the money. I'd pay anything to see that again.
No.
Oh, come on, please.
Take a hint.
Hey now, don't be like that.
Sorry, friend. Best give it up. Otherwise, my apprentice here might show you a special trick she's been itching to practice. One where she makes you disappear.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Do it.
If you insist. But just a warning, there's no guarantee you'll make it back. Still want to try?
Wait, seriously?
Seriously. And remember, it's Moggy Lou's Menagerie. See you at our next show.
Lord Artorius' speech really struck a chord with me. I'm sure everyone else in town feels the same way. Actually, it would be problematic if they don't.
Why would you have a problem with that?
One word, lady. Business. The ceremony to move the great Empyrean Innominat is going on now, right? After a speech as moving as that, anyone would want to offer a prayer to the new Empyrean, which is why I'm selling commemorative chalices. They've just come in from Port Zexon.
Oh, Innominat's blessings are many indeed. Are you decorating the chalices with anything?
I'm just about to deliver them to the craftsman to get them engraved.
I just hope all this effort doesn't go to waste.
Impossible! This is the perfect opportunity. I guess amateurs just don't get it.
I may not know business, but I know how this story ends.
Artorius, this ceremony, all of it. I'll end this by my own hand.
I've been feeling really out of it recently. I was much happier when I was drinking sweet, sweet nectar. It suddenly got a lot harder to get. The price shot up 20 times in the black market. I came to the capital hoping it'd be easier to find, but no one's got any.
Give it up. It's got vermilion ore in it.
What? Vermilion ore? I heard that stuff is crazy addictive. Real bad news.
It'll be easier to quit now that it's harder to find. Real sailors don't need that crap, right?
Yeah, you're right. I don't need nectar. From now on, I'm going to the bar after work. Hey, buddy, thanks for the tip.
We're to meet up with the scouts at Port Zexon.
What's the matter, Laphicet? You look like you're not feeling well.
Doesn't he always?
You can stay out of this.
You're a demon swordsman. Aizen is a cursed Moloch. Magilu is a bizarre witch. But what am I?
Turning existential here.
You're Velvet's tool and emergency rations, aren't you?
That's what Lady Teresa called me too. A tool. But I'm alive.
I get it. You're starting to wonder what your place in the world is. In that case, there's only one answer. You have to decide it.
Huh?
It's all up to you. It depends on what you want.
That's what it means to be alive. You control the rudder of your life. Your hands on the wheel.
My life. My rudder.
Doubts are okay too. They're just further proof you're alive.
I'll protect you until you find your answer. Your arts have helped me often enough.
All right. I don't really understand. But thank you.
Pretty words and all. But take care who you listen to, kid. Demons and reapers, remember?
I hear there's a wicked witch about too.
Get going or get left behind.
Ah! We risk the wrath of the revenging reprobate! For now, let our rudders take us forward!
Did the Sylph J reach your men?
Yeah, they're scouting the checkpoints.
They're not back yet?
No, but they won't be long.
Let's rest for a bit. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
We'll rest until the scouts are back then.
No way. You managed to get some? Shh, idiot. Not so loud. Behold, the finest drink there is. Ileana Red. If Benwick and the others find out we have it, they'll drink the whole thing.
Wait, you didn't tell them about it?
Of course not. Those guys couldn't care less what they stuff down their gullets, as long as it gets the job done. The subtle notes of this exquisite libation would be lost on those louts.
Well said. Now, I believe some Rucarella cheese would complement this Ileana nicely. We'll have to hide the bottle until we can get our hands on some.
Leave that to me.
Wow, talk about oblivious.
There we go. Fully stocked and ready to sail.
Great. We set sail the moment the scouts get back. Stay here and be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Aye, aye.
There's no telling what'll happen at the Empyrean's throne. Be ready for the worst.
Is there something worse than being around you, First Mate?
Just be ready.
Aye, aye, aye. If anything goes wrong, send a Sylph J, and we'll come running.
Be ready for the worst, huh?
I gave the boy an apple, too. Aren't I the kindest girl alive?
An apple.
Would you like one? This time I want you to crow like a
No, thank you.
Miss, are you really planning to fight Artorias?
Well, the boy did ask me so sweetly.
But you'd have no chance!
Are you defying me? Did the old man give you orders?
Not at all!
Then you're coming with me. If things get too hot, we can run. And if we die, then...
That's that! I know!
You're a quick one, little Bienfu. but I do hope you'll struggle as long as possible. I need you around for when I'm bored, after all.
Is it good?
It's tart, and yet sweet.
No thanks. I wouldn't be able to taste it anyway.
Oh.
You sure like the sea?
I'm afraid of the sea. The waves, sharks, all this strange fish. But at the same time, it's huge and full of wonder. When I let myself think about what might be over the horizon, it's exciting.
My brother, he loved the sea too.
Your brother? Really?
He'd sit on the cape, just staring at it. I told him he'd catch cold in that ocean wind, but he never listened to a word I said. Your way of looking at the world is so much like his. I wish I bought him that compass. I wish we could have traveled together like he wanted.
Hey! The scouts are back, everyone!
Lafayette, you know you don't have to do this if you don't want to.
I'm going with you, Velvet.
I see.
You say he was using a pendulum?
Aye, sir. And he blasted all the inspectors. I think he'd be a match for even the captain.
Thank you. I'll look into this for myself.
Hold it. What's going on?
The Exorcist inspection team was attacked by a pendulum-wielding Moloch.
The same type of weapon was found at the place the captain vanished from.
And so you think the attacker's the one who took the captain?
I don't know. But this can't be coincidence.
Ifrid is in the custody of exorcists. Why would they attack their own?
What will you do? One of your keys is running off.
I'm going after him. If they're already in disarray, causing more confusion will only benefit us.
Pandemonium! My favorite! Eisen sure picked an inconvenient time to run off, though, didn't he?
I can't blame him. He's got his own purpose.
Well, you're good, whoever you are.
I'm Eisen, the Reaper, and Ifrid's first mate.
A buddy of Ifrid's? Oh, this'll be too good.
So you are the one who took Captain Ifrid from us.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit, pal.
Eisen, calm yourself. He's a Moloch and he's against the Abbey. If we work together, we can pass the barrier.
Don't give me your peacemaking crap.
I'm settling this my way. Right here, right now. Stay out of this!
I see. Well, two can play at that game. I'll handle this in my way. I'll beat you both until you're helpless. Then open that barrier.
Let's go!
Why does it have to be like this?
Be quiet and help Velvet. Otherwise, she'll bite our heads off.
True. Forgive us, Eisen.
Yeah.
Killing flash! But I'm this close, I will not! Form zero! Thunder! Hold up! Let's go! Too easy. Hold up! Double hate! Form
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angels! Gaze upon my fiery field! Final touch! Gaze upon my fiery field!
You're a treat, you know that? So, what's your plan after you punch through this barrier?
Kill the shepherd.
Damn, that's a new one.
She's dead serious.
All right. You won the fight. What do you want me to do?
Are you ready, my merry little Malakim? Now, line up before the barrier. Oh!
Rest is up to you. I just want to see the panic on the Exorcist's faces.
Hold it. I still have questions for you.
That's enough for now, Eisen. If you persist, one of us will end up dead.
Who are you? Tell me.
Zavid the Whirlwind. A fighter, nothing more.
The barrier's gone. I won't stop you from going after him.
No. I walk with you. Besides, Melchior is still my surest link to Eifried's whereabouts.
Could have saved a lot of trouble if you'd listened to me from the start.
If I had good judgment, I wouldn't be where I am in the first place.
You really are a fool.
Eisen, I'm sorry about earlier.
The fight, you mean? Don't worry about it. I'll hate you until I'm in the grave, though. A jest.
I didn't know what I should do.
It's fine to take your time to decide. But as with everything, the choice is ultimately your own. And if your choice leads to killing me, I won't complain.
Yeah.
But by the same token, it might end up with me killing you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I talk too much. That Zavid bastard's got me all riled up.
The guards are all Malakim. They really do keep humans away from here.
But why build a new temple out here? The Shepherd could build in the capital just as easily.
This place.
You feel it too?
There's powerful energy flowing underground.
Right. This is a focal point of the Earth Pulse, the natural energy of the land.
The perfect spot to worship Innominat.
Or to attack him.
I thought I ordered no one to enter.
Forgive me. I would not have intruded, but there was an incident at the villa in Logres.
Eleanor, where are your Malakim?
They were eaten by the left arm of a demon.
Velvet.
What? You know of her?
She was a student of mine. So she has bested Oscar, Teresa, and now you.
Lord Artorias, I ask that you grant me fresh Malakim. I vow to destroy that demon.
You are overcome with emotion. Will you fight a demon with your hatred?
Please, I beg you to forgive my foolishness.
She broke the resolve of even an exemplary disciple like you.
My lord, if I may, there is but one thing I must ask. Why is there a giant demon held captive at the villa?
Entry to that place is forbidden to all but legates, Eleanor.
It was restrained by a Moloch barrier. How could such a monstrous thing like that be held in the capital?
Eleanor, why is it you think that birds fly?
Huh? It's so they can hunt and catch prey, is it not?
You are dismissed. That knowledge is not for you. So Velvet is coming. The ties that bind us must at last be severed.
Our fighter doesn't seem to be hiding anywhere nearby.
I sensed him rush away with great speed.
Zavid the Whirlwind, huh?
He was tough. He seemed to know Eifried, too. What's the story there?
I don't know. Ask him.
He used a pendulum as a weapon.
When we first met Eisen, he said something about a pendulum, didn't he?
It was the only clue he had in his search for Eifried. I'm surprised at how far he's come on something so vague.
Does Zavid have something to do with Eifried's disappearance?
I don't think this Zavid is a killer. I didn't feel it in him at all.
I have a feeling we might cross paths again. He is tangled with the Abbey somehow.
He didn't seem that bad to me.
Yeah, he seems like a guy who would be hard to hate.
Hate him or not, if he gets in our way, he's in for a beating.
Now that's what a killer looks like.
What was that?
Some sort of contrivance using Moloch arts. Probably part of their security system, I'd say.
Obviously.
We should keep our eyes open for any more surprises.
How is it now, Eisen?
I feel like whatever you did caused some sort of change.
Let's just pray they can't change it back anytime soon.
I'll pass on the praying. I've come here to make a mess of this temple, remember?
Ooh, you've got spunk. I like that. As long as you know what you're doing, then.
Velvet, what is Artorius' method of fighting?
He wields a long sword in his left hand, and he once had a Moloch named Ceres who used fire. But I killed her.
And since then, he's tethered a new Moloch called Innominat to use in her place?
As far as I know, yes. But I can't imagine a new Moloch will work with him as well as Ceres did.
Must be pleasant to always assume the best.
If I'm wrong, that's where all of you come in. The four of you will strain his tether to the Moloch. Then I'll chew through it, at which point Artorius becomes nothing more than a simple human.
But how will you get close to him in the first place?
I'll use Laphicet's arts. He will cut me. He will burn me. And I will keep charging forward. Your job is to keep healing me so that I can stay on my feet.
A sacrificial assault, then. Oh, it's not a bad plan. There's a good chance you'll catch him off guard.
If you don't immediately die.
But Velvet, you'll...
That's an order.
All right.
So in the end, you're still just a tool to her. Bet that hurts.
He's here.
Miss Magilu, does that demon Velvet really mean to kill Shepherd Artorius? What is she thinking?
I can't say. Perhaps she's not thinking at all.
No, she said something about him killing someone.
She said it during his speech, right?
I heard her too. She has some feud with Artorius.
Her hate for him flows deep. I wonder what her connection to Lord Artorius is.
Don't call him Lord. Trust me.
What?
You'll understand when the time comes. If she's still alive to face Artorius, that is.
Precisely. The fires of her hatred are all-consuming. Who will they burn in the end?
It's a dangerous path we walk, but a debt is a debt. Come along, Laphicet.
Okay.
Artorias!
Demons and Malachim. Unlikely companions, to say the least.
Ceres is here too. In my stomach.
So you chose to be a mother bird, Ceres.
Things will be different this time. I will have my revenge. Revenge for Lapisette!
Very well. It is time.
So this is the shepherd's style.
Boy, howdy, are we dead?
But he has no molecule.
Remember the plan. Right. No mercy! You thought I'd stop there? Annihilating?
Form 7! Jade Wave! Shooting Star! Killing Blast! But I'm this close, I won't miss! Form 0!
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending! Angel!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next! This is just the first step! To kill you! Howling Dragon! Go! Frog! Rumble! Ascension!
Velvet!
Please. This isn't over.
Once more! Lapisette!
The fourth maxim.
Never let your guard down, even when victorious. I will not let you win so easily. I will use my full strength, as is just and proper. Aid me, Innominat!
His wounds had vanished! Such power. Is it really?
That is cheating! Why do I
remember you. That night. A terrible night. More healing.
It's impossible! We have to run!
You won't escape this time.
I beg your pardon, Lord Artorias. I had assumed Master Shigure was attending you. The failure is mine.
Shigure is out training. Besides, that man would like to see my blood spilled more than anyone.
Same as ever. He thinks only of himself. Look what happened with Ifrid.
So you are Melchior.
No, Artorias. The one who most wants to spill your blood.
It's me! Master Artorias, allow me to quiet this demon. Out of my way! Learn your place, you abominable demon!
I'm not finished.
Doesn't it hurt? Aren't you in pain? Why, Velvet? Why do you go on fighting?
Because Laphicet knew so much more pain than I ever will. And still, I couldn't do anything for him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Velvet.
Colluding with demons. Number 2, your punishment must be severe. Kill the demon, then end your own life.
No.
Have you forgotten our pact? Your mistress is giving you an order.
I'm sick of your orders!
That aura.
I don't want Velvet to die!
Sister!
Rokuro, into the portal!
Right.
Hey! Don't forget me! You cannot escape!
Inominat's power reacting with the Earth Pulse. Extraordinary.
I begin to see. Still, giving your brother's name to a Moloch. You've strayed so far.
Velvet, wake up.
Oh, just let me sleep a little more, Celica.
You rascal. Don't you remember the task I entrusted you with?
The task?
Yes. I asked you to take care of him.
Oh. Where am I? Did they kill me? My wounds are gone. Bad fever.
Please, don't die, Velvet.
You saved my life. Now it's my turn to save you. First, we've got to get out of here. Just hang in there, Laphicet. The exit should be around here somewhere. Which way do we go now? Where is this place anyway? Where's the exit? What the hell is this place?
It's an Earth pulse.
So you survived.
Let's not count our blessings just yet. It looks like we've been sealed inside. But at least we're still alive. Can't say the same would be true if we stayed in that place.
An Earth pulse. So that's what this is.
Yeah. It's like a river flowing with nature's life energy. Earth pulses can be found all over the world, but normally you can't see or interact with them.
Then how'd we wind up inside one?
When Innominat and Laphicet's power collided, the shock must have torn it open. If that's the case, it's possible that Laphicet possesses the power to return us home, but... He can't do much in this state. He's liable to turn into a demon any moment now.
Don't talk like that. Is this because he overused his powers?
It's not too late to stop it. If a Moloch occupies a pure vessel, he can be prevented from transforming into a demon.
Even you?
This lucky coin is my vessel. There's a catch to this one, though. It can only serve as a vessel for someone with the Reaper's powers.
Then that's no help at all.
An exorcist would work. We offer our own bodies as vessels for Malachim, so that we can use them for the Abbey's purposes. I volunteer to serve as your Moloch's vessel.
I see. So we just need your body with us, not your legs.
Not one step closer! I'll kill myself before you lay a hand on me. The Moloch will become a demon, and you'll be stuck here forever.
You don't mince words, do you?
Know your foes and strike where they're weak. The basis of all combat.
As cowardly as I'd expect from a disciple of Artorias.
No, this is personal. Once I regain my exorcist powers, I vow to challenge you, Demon Velvet! If I lose, I'll do whatever you wish. If you want me to die or to become a vessel, so be it.
Velvet, don't die.
Fine.
What's the Moloch's name? Normally, it is decided by their masters, but since I do not own him yet, I need to know.
He's not a thing to be owned. He's Laphicet.
Laphicet. I see. O child of the fountain of creation, these vows we exchange. May our purpose, resplendent, help to purify this cursed world. Remember this true name I bestow unto you. Such power!
How the hell did we end up here? What's going on?
That little brat! He actually unsealed the Earth Pulse?
What was that?
Huh. Guess this is the end of the Velvet World Tour Revenge-a-thon. What an anticlimax. Not that I really care either way.
We don't know that she's dead.
Dead or alive, she's done. No way she'd keep going after seeing how outmatched she is. Betcha 10 gold that I'm right.
10 gold? You're on.
What in the...
Laphicet, what did that exorcist do?
What happened to you? I see. So that exorcist woman pledged herself as Laphicet's vessel? Where did she head off to, then?
If you two wound up here, then odds are that exorcist disappeared somewhere nearby.
Then we'll find her.
Sheesh, are you never not worked up about something?
I said I would save him, so I will. Besides, his power is just what I need.
Don't you forget our little wager now, all right?
My darling 10 gold! Murdered in his crib by a thug!
I won't let her get away from me!
Oh no, a dead end! And so the adventure came to a close in a most sudden and unsatisfying manner!
Look, that wall is cracked. That means...
So exorcists are actually the vessels for their Malachim. You can do that too, can't you, Magilu?
Of course! This fair maiden has won the Malachim's Choice Award, Most Desirable Vessel, 3 years running!
Oh? Then you wouldn't mind replacing Eleanor as Laphicet's vessel, I hope.
Thanks, but no thanks. I have my hands full dealing with Bienfu as it is.
If I ate Bienfu, you'd have room.
Still wouldn't work, kiddo. You saw it with your own eyes. Even if only for an instant, that kid actually held his own against the power of Inominat. Not even the resplendent Magilu can handle something of that power.
Indeed. After everything we've seen, it's obvious there's more to Laphicet than meets the eye.
Yeah, but that Eleanor woman was still able to become his vessel.
That's because, unlike Miss Magilu, Madame Eleanor actually tries!
Anyway, we need to find her and beat her. She'll just bring us more trouble the longer she's out there.
Oh, we'll find her. No doubt about it.
This looks like some kind of ruin. Where are we?
Judging from the style of the walls and columns, I'd say this place is an ancient underground temple of Eumacia.
Eumacia, the Empyrean of Earth.
So it was by no coincidence that the Earth Pulse led us here.
How did the temple builders know where to dig to connect to an Earth Pulse? Did they just get lucky? Just wham, there it is?
An Earth Pulse doesn't work that way. It's a flow of natural force ordinary humans can't sense. But in those days, there were more humans capable of sensing that which others couldn't. It was people like that who guided the rest to build their temples closer to the earth pulses, closer to their gods.
Uh-huh.
So, since Empyreans control the forces of nature, people viewed the earth pulses as embodiments of the gods themselves. Is that it?
Right. In the time when Empyrean worship was at its peak, temples like this were built all over.
And I'm guessing they all looked pretty similar, so until we go outside, we're no closer to knowing where we are.
That sums it up.
I wonder if they found any high-quality ore when they dug this hole. You know, for making swords.
I don't know why I bother explaining anything to you.
You know, I'm starting to think you just enjoy it.
Ah! You guys again?
Well, look who set up shop here.
You couldn't have shown up at a better time. We need more supplies.
I'm happy to help you all, but this time I really needs to charge a little extra.
How much extra are we talking here?
Ooh, you haven't heard the stories, little turtles. Word has it, there's a spooky monster that's been eating traveling merchants around these parts.
Eating merchants?
She takes the shape of a black-haired girl, and when she finds greedy merchants, she gobbles them up head first. Although, if the greedy merchant was a turtle's, I bet she'd start with the crunchy shell.
Ah! I'm not greedy, I swears it. Look, I has special sales going on. Everything's marked down to normal prices.
How generous of you. Magulu, give the nice turtles the smile he lives for.
Always a pleasure.
Much obliged.
I thought you'd be long gone.
I apologize for disappearing on you. I was there, and then in the next moment, I was gone.
And Laphicet?
He's resting inside me. As far as I can tell, he seems healthy again.
Your name's Eleanor, right? If I defeat you, you'll be his vessel and follow my orders until the day you die.
I accept. But conversely, should you lose, I will take your life.
Do you plan on fighting alone?
I can handle myself.
Here it comes!
I see you're not using Laphicet to help you fight.
Of course! This duel is me versus you!
I'd better not hear any excuses after your defeat, then.
Here it comes!
We're done here.
Never let your guard down, even when victorious!
Why did you stop?
I know you can't kill me as long as I'm his vessel. I'm just abiding by the same terms.
Had you won, you'd have killed me.
True, but a duel is a duel.
The Abbey shaped you well. However... Once your sword is drawn, never waver. Control your feelings to control the tide of battle, right?
Lord Artorias' teachings? What a failure I have been. I'll keep my word. I will follow your orders. To the day I die! Don't! My body, I can't move! How? Since when can a Moloch overpower his own vessel?
Laphicet, are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Looks like her body is reacting to the bond.
Yeah, I know the drill. She'll get a high fever and stay zonked out for a bit. No biggie.
Carrying her will slow us down. We can't afford that risk when we're venturing into parts unknown.
Let's rest here until she's recovered then. She's one of us now, isn't she? As long as she's Laphicet's vessel.
That's true.
I'll look after Madame Eleanor. You know, I just remembered. After Miss Mogilo and I made our pact, she couldn't stop sneezing and sniffling for months. That happened right when spring was starting.
A demon, a Moloch, a witch, and now an exorcist. We've turned into a real band of misfits.
I didn't have any other choice. We're stuck with her.
Yeah, I know. We can't afford to lose Laphicet. Now that we know the full extent of Inominat's strength, we need that boy more than ever.
Do you think Inominat really is an Empyrean?
You got me, but I do know this. Whatever he is, he's no ordinary Moloch, and the Abbey intends on using that power. To what end, I couldn't say.
If we're going to win this, we need to uncover Inominat's true nature, and the Abbey's secret goals.
Indeed. At the very least, I think we can safely assume that Ifrid's disappearance is part of their schemes. We might be able to extract some information out of that Eleanor woman as well.
Agreed. But no torture. I'm not shattering our only vessel.
Yeah, I get that. Given the pact they share, if Eleanor goes down, Laphicet becomes a demon, right?
What? No one told me that!
That's just how it is between Moloch and Vessel. I know she's a threat, but we need to keep her close for the time being.
Well, we sure are in it deep now.
Man, Artorias and Inominat. Either one of them's a force to be reckoned with.
Then why do you look so happy?
Because I'm still alive. And if I'm alive, I can fight.
You're certainly optimistic.
That's just the sort of demon I am. What about you, though? You gonna call that whole revenge thing off?
If only. That's just the sort of demon I'm not.
Then we need to find a way to beat them. You can mope after you're dead.
We? You're still going to help?
Yeah. After all, I wouldn't be here if Laphicet hadn't saved my life. Surely you know me by now. I might not look it, but duty and honor flow through my veins.
Hey, don't overwork yourself.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Isn't it obvious? I disobeyed you, Velvet.
Don't sweat it. I'm still alive thanks to you.
I didn't want to see you die. That's why I did that. To save you.
I'm sorry too. Acting the way I did. Treating you like an object.
When I came with you, that was my own choice. You gave me the freedom to choose.
And what would you choose now? We only have more troubles ahead.
You're still going to fight, aren't you?
Yeah, I can't stop now.
Even so, I've made my choice. I'm coming with you.
I see.
Anyway, it's not like I have any idea where we are now.
That's a good point.
Ah-ha-ha! But an object misused is one thing. A person misused is quite another.
What's your point?
What's your point, is what I want to know. Not only did you blow the whole revenge thing, you didn't even leave a scratch. Do you have any plan on where to go from here?
I'll admit it. Inominat's power is far beyond what I could ever have imagined. But I'll never give up. No matter how many times I have to try, I'll devour them all.
Bet you 100 gold you break first.
Huh?
You heard me. 100 gold says that you give up. I lost a bet with Rokuro when you had to go and survive. Cost me 10 gold. I'm just looking to come out on top.
Whatever. Fine.
Oh, then it looks like we have a bet. There might be some fun in me sticking around after all. Not that I much care how it all turns out. I'm just looking to kill time.
Hey, Velvet. I've got something that might help with Inominat.
Oh. Is this that book you took from the villa?
It is. Look closely at the crest on the cover.
It's the same one from the temple. Does that book say anything about Inominat?
Yes. But I can't read it. It's written in the ancient tongue.
Oh, don't cry, baby boy. My friend Grimoire might be able to decipher that for you.
Really?
Well, maybe not. She'd have to take a look first.
Well, where is she? Your friend, I mean.
No idea. The last letter I got from her was sent from Isolde down in Southgand.
Not much to work with here.
True, but I'll have fun watching you try.
Oh, I'll find her. Don't you worry about that.
That's the spirit. Don't give up just yet.
We'll rest inside these ruins. You're still weak.
All the things. A damned demon watching over me. How could I have let this happen? I'm such a disgrace. To atone for this grave sin, This is all I can do. Forgive me, Lord Artorias. This light, it's Melchior's communication art.
I send Melchior to check out the Earth Pulse. And what a strange sight does he find?
My lord, I have failed you.
Lift your head, Eleanor. The Shepherd has a special mission for you.
A special mission?
You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logres Abbey headquarters. This mission is highly classified and not to be shared with even the legates.
Protect the Malak and bring him to the capital then?
With the utmost secrecy. Your becoming his vessel is in fact quite fortunate.
Maybe so. But with me as his vessel, the Malak may interfere.
This Malak may have his own will, but he can be manipulated. Do whatever it takes to get the job done, Eleanor. You act under my full authorization.
Even were it to mean obeying the orders of a demon? But, my lord, what Malak could possibly be that valuable?
Are you saying you cannot?
Shame is only a fleeting emotion. It is will and reason that ultimately prevail in the face of calamity. My lord, I live to serve the principles of your teachings.
The Earth Pulse will soon close. From here on, you must use your own discretion to execute your mission.
You're up. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Listen, don't try anything like that again. Pain is scary, right? I'm alright. No more running away. I'm Laphicet. It's good to finally meet you properly, Eleanor. Yeah, likewise.
Don't worry. If you try running, you won't get far. Once I've eaten your arms and legs, I merely need you alive to act as his vessel. Nothing more.
That won't be necessary. I swore an oath before our duel. An oath grants power in exchange for a certain constraint. Mine was, if I lose, I will obey my opponent. Once put in motion, an oath cannot be broken by the one who swore it. I will keep my promise to you because I must.
An oath, is it? In that case, I have a question for you. What does the Abbey plan to do with Innominat?
To wipe out the demons, of course. We want to end the era of disaster, once and for all.
And how exactly does the Abbey plan on wiping out the demons? Is Innominat going to wander the land, slaughtering them all?
They never told me. Innominat's ritual is kept confidential even within the Abbey. All I know is that it involves Melchior.
And it looks like the only way we'll figure out Innominat's true nature is by deciphering Laphicet's book. We'll have to track down Magilu's friend, the one who can read the ancient tongue.
If we go to Isolt in Southgand, we ought to find some clues to her whereabouts.
But first, we have to figure out where we are now. We need to find a settler or a village. Something.
I'm surprised us chuckleheads even know our own names.
Even the greatest scholars don't know everything at first. You can't get answers without asking for them.
Fair enough. Hard to argue with that.
I've never seen a Malak quite like him.
Eleanor, your job is going to be to protect Laphicet, even if it brings you into conflict with other exorcists. Because if you turn on me...
I know. Like I said, I can't betray you.
Listen, Laphicet. If she makes any strange moves, I want you to stop her immediately, okay?
I don't think Eleanor is such a bad person. Besides, she's oath-bound to her promise.
She's lying, obviously. That's only something you do if your life depends on it.
Yep. An oath is an art that takes complex rituals and lots of hard work and time. Hardly worth the trouble, to be honest.
I told you already. She wants to take you away from us. Women are creatures of deceit, boy.
If you say so.
She's right. Of course that goes doubly so for Velvet the Vengeful Villainess.
Well, I won't deny it.
What is it, Laphicet?
I was told that women's looks can be deceiving, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to see.
That's an age-old problem for men. You with me, Eisen?
Aye. Women are fickle creatures at best. They lie as easily as they breathe, and men can never see through their deceptions.
I totally feel you.
Sounds like you've both been through hard times.
The wounds women leave on a man's heart take longer to heal than a cut delivered by a sword.
It's that bad?
Beware a maiden's tears, boy, and guard yourself well. That's my advice to you.
Beware tears and guard myself.
Don't put any weird ideas into Laphicet's head, you two.
They're just facts.
If you fill his head with any more garbage, I'm eating both of you.
Yes, ma'am. Yikes.
The swordsman and the pirate having troubles with women? Ha! Well, women are nothing if not difficult. I've the deepest sympathy for you both.
What do you think of the ladies' reactions?
Well, Velvet won't eat either of you, and Magilu didn't seem sympathetic at all.
See? Appearances can be deceiving.
And it seems you've absorbed the lesson well.
Right.
I'm not like that, though.
Huh?
Yes, some women use their tears to manipulate others, but not all do, and I, for one, despise such duplicity. The women who did that to Eisen and Rokuro are just the extreme.
Yeah, I can see how much you hate dishonesty, Eleanor.
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
Be a good example for the boy, then, so he doesn't end up like Rokuro and me.
I intend to do just that, whether or not you ask it of me.
Eleanor is a lot stronger than she appears. This stone, it's
just a rock. Take it if you want.
I think it's really rare. The way it sparkles, I think it might even be bright steel.
Bright steel? Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's actually a rare metal used to forge weapons and stuff. You don't find it just anywhere.
If there's bright steel here, that means we must be in either Endgand or Islegand. Both are a long ways off from Midgand. I doubt the Abbey has many people stationed out here.
That's our pirate! Arr! Here there be treasures shiny and sentries few!
At the very least, this could mean we'll be left alone for a while. Nice find, Laphicet.
Thanks.
Now wash your hands.
Okay.
The only way to learn where we are is to find someone to ask, I guess. What's eating you, Laphicet?
If people say you can't judge women at face value, does that mean you can with men?
Sure. Men are simple creatures.
Men are simple.
Oh! You talk like you're an expert in all things masculine. But you can only speak for your own family.
As if you're one to judge.
And I'm sure you've charmed a magnificent lord to be your lover.
Sure.
What does he look like? Is he tall?
None of your business.
Don't tell me. He was always on the other side of a swinging door, so you only saw his feet? I see. What a lovely crush that must be.
I read that story. It was a book called The Legs of a Man.
Oh? I've never heard of it.
I've read it too. It's a sad, bittersweet tale, but I enjoyed it quite a lot. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it.
Maybe when I have some free time after killing Artorias.
I just wanted to know if men could be judged at face value.
It's not often you find bright steel above ground. I hear it's a lot of trouble to unearth, even in the regions it's normally found.
Yeah. Mining for minerals takes a lot of specialized techniques and experience on the part of the prospector. They examine the soil, the water, the plants, and so on, where the same mineral was found before. Then search similar environments for the next big find.
Sure, but it's not like they succeed every time. It's all a big gamble. Isn't there a simpler way?
I read in a book once that you can use a pendulum to find water and metals underground.
It's called Dowsing.
What's dowsing?
You hang the pendulum so it's facing the ground. Then you chant the magic word, Magic Kazam, and wait to be amazed. The little bit of ore on its tip will sniff out buried treasure in underground lakes like a bloodhound on a prickle bore.
You don't seriously believe this.
It's just like fortune telling. You win some, you lose some. That's why they call it prospecting.
So, if pendulums are used for fortune telling, why the hell is Zavid running around using them as weapons?
He uses wind to control its trajectory. I think it's easier for him to manipulate pendulums in a fight than something like a whip or a rope.
Oh, that makes sense now. That seems pretty clever.
He's probably also doing it to make himself stronger, too. Malachim broadly fall into 4 elemental types: earth, water, wind, and fire. Each strong or weak against the others. Wind beats earth. Zavid is a wind Malach, so when he obtains earth element minerals, his own strength is boosted.
I never realized Malachim could be so calculating.
Then if pendulums react to a Moloch's powers, maybe they can actually do this dowsing stuff like Magilu says.
Yeah, it's worth taking that thing seriously. Zavid might like to joke around, but when it comes to fighting, he knows full well just what he's doing.
He puts an awful lot of thought into that weapon of his, if you ask me.
You don't?
I spare all my thoughts for my sweetheart.
Yeah, right. You just like to cause trouble without putting much thought into anything. You there. Got a moment?
Gah! Are you guys with the sword breaker?
The what?
Get away from me!
I'm sorry, alright?
Real class act, attacking as you apologize.
Blade of Heaven's will pierce my arrow! My
What? My sword! Please, mighty demon, I beg you! I'll do anything, just spare me!
I only wanted to ask you something.
You don't have to worry. This woman here is an exorcist. Huh? Right. I'm Eleanor, a praetor exorcist. Please, remain calm and hear our questions.
You do look like an exorcist, but what are you doing with ruffians like these?
Top secret Abbey business. That's all I can say. Now, can you tell us where we are? And are there any ports nearby?
You don't know? You're on Cadnix Island in Islegand. The port is at the other end of that ravine.
I'll send a Sylph-J to the Von Eltia.
Thanks.
One more question. Who's this Swordbreaker?
Ah, he's a demon. Causes lots of trouble around these parts. He only attacks sword fighters, and he breaks their blades. He's even taken down a number of praetors.
Hence the name Swordbreaker.
He wields a fine sword, clearly forged in a foreign land. I tried to find his lair to steal the weapon for myself. But that's when I was attacked.
A foreign sword?
I'd be careful if I were you. If he spots that sword on your back, you'll be in a world of trouble.
Sounds like a real nasty fellow.
Well, he tries to pull anything on this demon, and he's in for one munchy crunchy surprise.
You folks are all crazy.
Either way, I'd say this is a blessing in disguise for you. You're lucky to still be alive. Take this chance to abandon your life of crime.
Let's find that port and meet up with our ship.
Can you read any of this old writing?
No. I've studied many languages, but I've never seen script like this before. Can you read it, Eleanor?
I've never come across this language either. Where did you find a rare tome like this?
Well...
It was a lucky find at the capital. What can I say? The kid loves to read.
I was surprised to see how many Malakim like to read. Genfu does a lot of reading too.
I didn't know that.
It's true. I'm not sure what he's been reading though.
Did someone call for me?
Bienfu, do you like to read too?
Oh, yes. Books are a treasure trove of knowledge. But I'm a greater Malakim, so the literature I enjoy might be a bit above your level, Laphicet.
How to talk a human female into becoming your vessel. And physically escalating with cuties.
Bien?
Physically escalating. What does that mean?
You really don't need to know.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm confiscating all of these.
And I have some questions. Bienfu, you better be ready for a thorough interrogation.
Bien!
You look like you're having fun, Roguro.
Well, I'm a Yaksha.
A Yaksha. A spirit of war.
Yeah, a demon that lives for combat.
But this Swordbreaker has cut down exorcists with its foreign blade. Aren't you scared?
Of dying, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of dying. It's more that I'm afraid of not being alive.
Huh?
Fighting is my life. It's all I want to do. So I fight. That's what living means to me.
Ah. Living only to kill. A demon is always going to be a demon.
Well, if you're gonna be blunt.
What's wrong?
An enemy.
That sword. Is that Stormquell?
A demon wielding a foreign-made sword. You must be the sword breaker.
Not much for conversation.
Spirit release! You broke me! Here's your justice! Fighting order! Let's get ready for the limit! I'll help you! Everybody out! Here it comes! Spiral! Round of Auburn! Looks like you're gonna be surrounded!
Form 7! For 5!
Here it comes!
He's still moving.
I'll take this one. Come and get me!
Good, a challenge!
Look out!
Don't interfere!
What do you think you're doing?
Touch me and I'll kill you.
Sorry. I just got a little riled up.
Do you know that demon?
No, but I know his sword. A blade called Stormquell.
Stormquell?
Whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with us. Let's just get to the portal already.
Laphicet, I'm sorry about what happened back there.
I thought he was going to kill you.
Yeah, I know. You were just doing what you thought was right.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's good then. I didn't give you a clear enough warning to stay out of it. If it ever happens again, I'll give you a proper warning.
You really don't want me to help you? Even if your life is at risk?
Yup.
Why?
Actually, I'm not too sure myself.
Huh?
There's somebody out there I need to defeat by my own hand. I want to strike him down. I want to triumph against him. But to do that, I need to be a better swordsman.
Someone you have to defeat.
In a sword fight, yeah. And I'll do anything to ensure I come out on top in the end. No matter how much it costs me. Life, limb, hell, even my heart and soul, I'll pay it. Those feelings have been so central to me for so long. I lost my dang humanity somewhere along the way.
Why do you need to win that badly?
To be honest, beats me. Maybe it has to do with me being a demon. Or maybe that's why I became one. Either way, it's more important to me than life itself.
More important than life.
But still, I owe you for saving me back there. There's no victory pose in store for me if I'm dead.
Okay.
Is that how you thank someone for saving your life?
Huh? I'm just being honest with the little guy. And no offense and all, but why do you care?
You don't even think it disrespectful? You truly are a demon.
Yep, big old demon.
Now why does that name sound so familiar?
Hey, Eleanor? Thanks for stepping in earlier.
Think nothing of it. My orders are to protect you, so I did.
Oh, I see.
Of course, orders or no orders, I'd save anyone under threat from a demon.
Well, how noble.
Oh, I got it!
Got what?
The tragic tale of the sword Stormquell. Gather round and listen, oh grimy travelers. Once, centuries past, there was a sword renowned the world over for its peerlessly sharp edge, its forger shrouded in mystery. So mighty was each swing of the sword, it produced howling winds that could level mountains. No other sword could match its power. The people, in their superstition, began to call it the Godblade.
This Godblade, is it Stormquell?
Shush! The tale is merely beginning. Now, there was one man who was truly enamored with the Godblade. His name was Kurogane, a blacksmith of wondrous talent. His heart was set on forging an even greater sword, and he had a name in mind for this sword. Stormquell, the sword to conquer the Godblade's roaring winds.
And did he make it?
Kurogane forged scores of challengers to the Godblade, but each would-be Stormquell was shattered by the implacable howling wind. Some say the wielder of the Godblade chopped off his head. Others say he took his own life. The truth is lost to the dusty cobwebs of history. But perhaps he, and his grudge towards the Godblade, somehow yet live.
A grudge that spans centuries.
You hear tall tales like this all the time. That sword and its inscription we saw were probably just inspired by the legend.
Perhaps. But if that's the real Stormquell, we should all sleep with one eye open tonight.
What makes you say that?
Because that Godblade Kurogane wanted so desperately to top has been passed down through my family for generations. Its name is Stormhowl.
Oh.
In other words, we could well bump into your armored friend again. Let's hurry it up.
Listen, Laphicet.
What is it?
You can't trust her just because she said she'd protect you, orders or no orders. Remember, Malakim are just tools to exorcists.
But she really did protect me.
I know you feel you owe her for that, but do you have to look so happy about it?
Sorry.
I'm not asking for an apology. I just want her to know that we've all got an eye on her. No matter how close you two get, I want her to understand that I come first.
So, what do you want me to do?
Let's see. To put it simply, I'm number 1, and Eleanor is number 2. Got it?
I get it. You're number 1, and Eleanor is number 2.
Right. I'm number 1. Wait, this is kind of stupid, isn't it?
It's alright. I understand.
That's not what I mean. Candle? What's that doing here?
Oh, I think these were used to keep robbers away, like wards around old kings' tombs. I've read about this. There's a trick to the stone. It reacts to heat.
Heat, huh? Then there's only one thing to do.
No.
Well, if you aren't the craziest demon, your body's harder than your own sword.
Who's this?
That's Lord Shigure, one of the only two-legged exorcists in the entire abbey.
A legate. Same as Melchior.
Eleanor! Fancy meeting you here. What the hell happened to you? You get captured by a demon? Or are you a turncoat?
I'm...
Don't matter. I do my own thing. I got no standing to tell you how to live. Still, today's my lucky day. Never thought I'd encounter the one and only Stormquell.
Shigure, I think someone over there wants your attention. He looks lonely.
You're right, I'm being a jerk. Just can't pass up the chance to tease my little brother. Can I, Rokuro?
Your brother?
You haven't changed a bit, Shigure.
You go blind, dumbass? I'm bucket load stronger now. You're the one who hasn't changed, I bet. You still hung up on trying to take me down?
The one you want to beat in a fight? That's him?
I'm not who I was that day either, brother.
Oh, wait. You're a demon? Ha! Now it's getting good. But I wonder, has that really changed anything? When my real storm howl breaks your sad reject again, you gonna piss yourself like last time?
I'll handle him. Laffy said, no matter what, I need you to stay out of it.
All right.
It's been too long since we crossed swords, brother.
Shut up! You're dead! I'll make you regret sparing my life last time! J-Way! J-Way! Shooting star! That was it! J-Way! Deception! That was it! Shooting star! That was it! Shooting star! That was it! Hurricane!
You're feisty as a demon. I like it. But alas, I think our fight's over.
Rokuro! What? My body!
I said stay out of this! We're just getting started here!
Oh? No backing down for you this time, huh? But we're done for today.
Shigure!
Oh, calm down, Rokuro. We could have a real fight sometime if you actually brought a decent sword. Go ask that old bastard there to make you one. I'll be waiting.
Who?
That demon in the armor, Kuragane.
The blacksmith! From the story!
I'll be waiting for you at Port Cadnix. Unless you can beat me, you ain't getting off this island.
Who are you to decide that?
You got a problem with it, lady? Best of luck, you demons. You'll need it.
Lord Shigure, sir! I'm on a high-level mission!
Eleanor, babe, I get it. You've gone rogue. Have fun with that. I see you again. I'll kill you.
He wasn't even trying yet. You can tell.
But if we all fight him together...
That won't work. But there is another way.
What are you talking about? What way?
Follow me.
Rogoro! Velvet, aren't we going after him?
This is his fight. It has nothing to do with me.
But Shigure said he'd be waiting at the port. He may be a nutball, but I don't think he's fool enough to let us slip past.
Exactly. And as a swordsman, he's even more skilled than Artorias, and that's saying something.
We're mice with our tails pinned, and the cat's licking his lips.
At the very least, Kurogane seems to have some kind of plan.
Fine. We'll hear what he has to say. What was that fat cat creature with Shigure?
You mean Morgrim? She's a Moloch. She just looks different.
And?
And what? She has all the abilities of a Moloch. I'm not trying to keep anything from you. All I know is her name and that she's a Moloch.
Huh.
Lord Shigure is an exorcist legate, but he's also a warrior who can match exorcists or demons even without the use of Moloch arts. Since no one has ever seen Shigure use an art, Morgrim is considered one of the 7 wonders of the Abbey.
The 7 wonders of the Abbey!
No one knows Morgrim's capabilities, or even the details of Shigure's pact with her.
No one! Except me, that is!
Huh?
This is all highly classified, but Morgrim is incredibly lazy. The price she demanded of Shigure for making a pact with her was grooming and defleeing.
Anything else?
Oh, and on a point of sensitivity, she's chubby, not fat. She may be our enemy, but she's also a woman. You should try not to hurt each other's feelings.
Anything else?
Her thick eyebrows are all the rage with Malakim, so much so that false eyebrows are expected to be the next big thing.
Well, if he's that strong without Moloch arts, I don't want to see what he's like with them. What were you thinking, Eleanor? Attacking a legate like that?
I just thought Rogoro was going to die if I didn't intervene.
Oh? You'd kill one of your own allies for a demon?
I acted without thinking. Sometimes I'm too soft-hearted to a fault.
I'd say it's less that, and more just stupidity. You're supposed to be protecting Laphicet. Don't get yourself into trouble you don't need.
Even if one of her own is in danger?
Even then.
This kid must be really important to her. All right, I understand.
Laphicet, next time she acts up, stop her. Understand? We don't know what she's got up her sleeve.
Okay. Thanks for not telling on me, Eleanor. And I'm sorry I hijacked your body.
I understand how it feels to want to protect your friends. The problem's with those demons, not you.
But I think Velvet has the capacity to feel the same way too. At least when it comes to her brother.
Is that why you're staying with her?
I'm not sure. It's hard to say.
I have to figure out what's going on with this group, if I ever hope to wrest the child from them.
Whoa! Look at all those swords!
That's what happens when the legendary blacksmith Kurogane toils so hard, he forgets to die.
I gave up everything, thinking of nothing else but forging a sword that could surpass Stormhowl. And before I knew it...
You had traded your humanity for demonhood.
I see I'm not the only one. So great was your grudge against your brother, the inheritor of Stormhowl.
Well, guess we're not so different. You don't suppose you could hammer me up a new sword, do you?
I've forged countless blades over these long years, yet not one has proven a match for Stormhowl. And yet you still seek a Kurogane sword?
I'll put it like this. No matter how much you've failed across the centuries, you've never broken. Well, I'm the same way. If anything can break Shigure and his god blade, it's the bitterness I carry.
Strangely enough, seeing you and your brother has given me an idea that might work. I will forge you a new blade.
Should we get some Brightstone?
Nope. No need for that.
Huh?
Should I take it from the top?
If you would. My arms are all I'll be needing.
What are you doing?
Don't be alarmed. I'm just cutting free some raw materials for the sword.
You see something new every day.
You need his head to make the sword?
That's right. With this fine clump of pure resentment, I shall forge your imitation Stormhowl anew.
No. I only keep this imitation as a reminder of how weak-willed I was in the past. To defeat Shigure, I've perfected the art of dual wielding, a secret Rangetsu technique.
All right. If that's what you prefer, a pair of short swords it is.
Whoa!
We'll wait outside. The ship is on its way, right on schedule.
Of course it is. They don't have the Reaper on board.
One more thing. Apparently, Shigure is Artorias' bodyguard.
So we'll have to face him down sometime, no matter what.
It's in our best interest to get rid of him while he's working alone. The problem is, Rokuro can't beat him by himself.
Agreed. Shigure is not to be trifled with.
Certainly. That's why, when Rokuro creates an opening, we're going to take Shigure out.
You want us to meddle in somebody else's private quarrel?
If it affects my own quarrel, yes.
I suppose I'm in the same position. Besides, I can still use him. There's no sense in throwing his life away.
Rokuro's not really a guy to care about the big picture. He might try to hack your limbs off a bit, but he'll get over it.
I made Bienfu rush out to the docks to scout the place out. Pretty smart, am I right?
I pity that creature sometimes.
That Kurogane, though, what a character! Giving his own body to forge a sword, like some kind of ritual sacrifice.
Ritual sacrifice. It's certainly something only a demon would do. It was a necessary sacrifice in order to gain power.
A necessary sacrifice. What a vicious turn of phrase.
Indeed.
Still, I can't say I'm not thrilled to see how it all turns out. If what you give is mere meat for a god's morbid lunch, could there be a more trivial sacrifice? But if the offering is one's own body and soul, even a single hair can be portentous. I wonder which he will have been in the end.
Rokuro, Kurogane, I just do not understand them. You saw them. Demons. We're crazy.
Sure, but they go through life with such crystal clear sense of purpose.
Even demons have things they're not willing to let go. Or do you think us mere animals, running around killing people left and right?
I know. I understand demons still have a certain consciousness, but I look at those two and they seem passionate, like normal people.
Well, I've yet to meet a human so passionate he'd chop his own head off.
Do you have a purpose like they do?
I do, in fact. Ever since Artorius used my brother as a sacrifice.
Typical demon nonsense. The Abbey exists to protect the people. Yes, sometimes cold, painful decisions need to be made to protect the many, but they'd never stoop to human sacrifice. Besides, as shepherd, Artorius will cleanse the world of—
If that's what you think, ask the precious shepherd yourself. Ask him just what he did 3 years ago.
He wouldn't. He'd never.
Rokuro wants to slay his brother, even if it kills him. And Kurogane had his own head lopped off just to forge powerful swords. How do those two find it in themselves to go so far?
It's just how they are. They're demons. Not exactly normal.
Yeah, it's scary. But I also kinda admire it. But me, I don't have anything I'm that desperate to accomplish.
Not yet, you mean. In time, you'll find something.
You really think so?
Almost certainly. But don't feel you have to go and risk your life over it. You're not a demon, and you should stay that way. You deserve a normal life.
Okay.
But never mind. Just the foolish ramblings of a demon girl.
Bad news! A group of praetors have left the docks and are headed this way! They said they were coming to purge Eleanor the traitor!
Purge? Velvet, what do we do?
We take them head on. And you're fighting with us, Eleanor.
An order, I presume.
It is. Protect Laphicet, and defeat the exorcists.
All right. I understand.
Just remember, if we lose Eleanor, Laphicet will turn into a demon.
I haven't forgotten. But we need to pool all the resources we have. She needs us for her own ends, and we'll use that to our advantage in this fight.
Just don't push your luck too far, Velvet.
And so recently was she a noble, upstanding young exorcist. How quickly one falls when entering Velvet's dark orbit.
Ask me if I care.
Praetor Eleanor, you should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons.
Your collusion could spell disaster to the Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death.
Nothing can stop my spear! This'll be a big one! Here goes nothing!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Lay down!
Earth come!
Too slow!
Earth come!
It is I!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Epic mayhem!
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
No, that's not... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor! I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
There. Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords!
Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Shigure.
With me as a witness?
I...
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them?
I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die.
Understood.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
Yeah, you've got that right.
Hey, Bienfu? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually. I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier, if that's okay.
You mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties?
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
But you and Madame Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Malachim vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics, Bearing Your Body and Your Soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
All right, then how about after bath party games, dropping your defenses and your towels?
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can just look at my collection and pick whatever sounds good.
Love hacking, living long and loving hard, diary of a diary thief, hands speak louder than words.
All classics. I remember reading them when Miss Magilu and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood. Knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must-read for sure.
Are you two reading something together?
We are. Laphicet's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story, so let's you and I grab some tea and talk about what to do about it. Come on! Let's go!
Oh, okay.
Knowing what to say and how to say it. I don't think this will help either. Hey, Rogoro. Why did he call your storm howl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real storm howl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and... yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laphicet is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh, what are you saying? She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
Huh? The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
I don't...
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
You and Shigure both use the Rangetsu style. But to me it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be secondary, but it's what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard, he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? A style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
is to cut down the other.
Precisely!
Both are renowned blades. But I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.